The newly unveiled cinematic trailer for Dungeon & Fighter, ARAD, has sparked a considerable amount of discussion, and not all of it is positive. A recurring theme is a sense of déjà vu, with many expressing that the game's art style feels overly familiar, resembling countless other titles in the anime-inspired RPG genre. The comparison to Genshin Impact is particularly prevalent, with numerous commentators using terms like Genshin clone, Genshin-fied, or even Genshin Impact 30 to describe ARAD's aesthetic. Some feel the character designs are too generic, lacking the unique charm of the original Dungeon & Fighter, and instead opting for a cookie-cutter anime look. There's a lament for the loss of the original art direction, with some wondering why the developers didn't maintain the world and style fans had grown to love. This sentiment is echoed by comments that highlight the perceived homogenization of the genre, with a palpable sense of fatigue at seeing yet another game that follows the same formula. There's a clear frustration that the market is becoming saturated with these types of games, leading to a general sigh of disappointment instead of excitement. The concern over gacha mechanics is strong, with many instantly assuming the game will be a free-to-play gacha title due to its visual similarities to established games in the genre. The gacha label has become synonymous with potential monetization issues and the perception of a less engaging experience for some. Despite the overall skepticism, there are some glimmers of positivity. The music receives praise, described as fire and slapping. Some express a cautious optimism, indicating they will reserve judgment until they see gameplay footage and whether its mechanics bring something new. There is also recognition of the connection between the game and the manhwa adaptation, suggesting a foundation for the world and story, and fans also excited about the prospect of having the gunslinger class as the character they will play, at least on launch. The expansion of the DNF universe is also met with excitement. However, these positive takes are often overshadowed by the disappointment with character designs and the feeling that the project has lost its distinct identity. Fans have expressed frustration with the seemingly generic redesign of fan-favorite classes like Ranger and Berserker. There is the specific mention of the art design losing its cool factor. Many wonder what happened to the more action-oriented Project BBQ that was previously hinted at. Some feel the character models are like gacha characters wearing cosplay instead of retaining the unique qualities of the characters they know and love. There's a strong feeling that ARAD has prioritized trying to replicate the success of Genshin Impact over creating its own unique identity. Finally, the desire for gameplay footage is apparent, with many feeling the trailer is insufficient. There is a clear desire for a title that will stand out and differentiate itself from others. Overall, the response to the Dungeon & Fighter, ARAD cinematic trailer reveals a community both eager for a new entry in the series, but also wary about it, mainly due to its perceived similarities to other games in the genre, and the fear of it becoming yet another gacha. The strong negative reception of its visual style and concerns about the possible monetization scheme highlights the need for the game to carve out its own unique identity to please fans, both old and new.